when she comes back with the information and you begin to laugh, can you just explain why you laughed? Because I think a lot of people took it really offensively that you laughed at another woman. So, yeah.
So let me just give a little backstory to that. Jason and I had a date the night before that deliberation. And I honestly kind of talked to the producers, and I was like, what am I here for? He chose Liz. That's fine. Like, we don't have anything to talk about at this point. So like, no, you guys need closure, X, Y, and Z. Okay, cool. So we had a conversation. We both said our piece. He was going with Liz. I was going with AJ. Because I felt like me not making a decision was coming, or me not saying, Jason, I choose you, was coming across as if I was playing the game. And so I just wanted him to know that that wasn't, the case. And like, this is how my brain operates. This is how my heart operates. And so I was very transparent with that. And so he was like, no, I didn't take it that way at all. I understood. I just needed to know which way or the other. And if you didn't tell me, then I had to go with someone, that I knew was secure. And I said, I got that. Not a problem. So I specifically asked him like something like, did I come across disingenuous or anything? Because I do care about you and I don't want you to receive anything that I've done in that way. And he said, no, not at all. Like, you were completely 100. I just wish things would have gone this way or not. But, we're cool. We ended on good terms. That next morning, I received a text from him that said, do something. Thought it was kind of off-putting because we're going into deliberations. I thought we ended things where we knew where we stood. Don't really know, but I don't have time to entertain it, so I went to deliberation. I've also heard kind of rumors in the background about, Kyra, if you would have just said this, then you and Jason. And I'm like, yeah, that's hearsay. I don't really know where y'all coming from. But that text was very odd to me. So as I'm sitting there in the deliberation, and Liz is specifically saying things that are contrary to my conversation. Not saying that, so for example, she said, well, Jason said that he didn't like Kyra, didn't choose Kyra because she was disingenuous. And I'm like, yo, what? And then when she was like, and Jason said that he had changed his mind weeks ago, I'm like, so now I'm laughing because I'm like, okay, this shit is a joke. Because we just had a conversation, and you said that you did not feel that way about me at all. You and I both know that based on our conversations, you had not changed your mind weeks ago. And you just texted me this morning saying do something. So for me, I was like, it looked like a light bulb went off, like, oh, this shit is a joke. And so I laughed. It had nothing to do with Liz personally. It was not an attack on her. I just had a click in that moment, and I was like, yo, what is going on? And so as soon as she was done talking, I apologized to her. And I said that was inappropriate. My laughter was not at you. My laughter was me being in my own head, hearing what you're saying, but reflecting on what I have known or assumed to have been true based on conversations and interactions with the person you're talking about. So I apologized in that moment for having laughed at her because it was not directed. That laughter was not directed towards her. That laughter was just directed at what she was saying based on my interactions with Jason up to that point. And then, like, people were like, well, Kyra wanted to, break up their relationship, this, that, and the other. Truth be told, I never mentioned that text to Liz because, for me, it was not consequential. We're not together. And I'm not going to just say it to throw it in her face, and I'm not going to say it to break up what they have going on. Liz seemed to be genuinely happy and on cloud nine. She said she was on cloud nine. I'm not going to bust that balloon. So I didn't say it. If anything, I said, yo, I need to address dude because I thought we were at least friends. So you don't need to lie on me or whatever to uplift your relationship with this person. So I did feel slighted by that. And that's why I responded the way that I did. Now, was it the best response? No, it wasn't. But in that moment, I did allow my emotional frustrations to get the best of me. And it wasn't like well, if you wanted Jason, you should have said something. It wasn't that. It was that this was somebody who I cared about. And at the bare minimum, I thought we had a friendship. So why'd you have to go about it like that? And I did not like that. And so when we had the conversation and addressed it, and he was like, that was a text from my mom, I was just like, okay, that's strange. Just like, never mind. But yeah, it's just been very interesting.
You can tell me after. All right, cool. Okay, let's just circle a little bit back.
Mm-hmm.
So the text do something.
Mm-hmm.
He then explained it was his mother. Was there any more explanation? Because I don't know what his mother's supposed to be doing something. So was there any greater explanation around this text or anything like that?
So the text simply said, do something. I didn't respond because I was like, again, like with the whole, if something is foolish, I don't play into it. Like with the Joel situation, when he chose me, I never called him. I never reached out because it was foolish. So if it's foolish, I don't entertain it. So, but if you play me, then I'm like, hold on, like what's really going on, how I felt about it. So the text simply said, do something. And so when I got in front of him and asked him in front of the cameras, that's when he said the text was for his mother. And I was like, well, Kyra and mom don't really sound alike. And I went and talked to my mom, simply telling her, do something. That's not how I was speaking to my mom. And that's not how I was to talk to his mother. But apparently that was his truth. And so he made a comment on some post to say, you know, I wish they had shown the bewildered look. Like, yes, I did have a bewildered look when he said that the text was from my mother because I didn't really find that very believable. But I was like, you know what? I'm not going to argue with you because it really doesn't matter because there's nothing for me to do. There's nothing here between us. So I'm not going to belabor the point. I'm going to ask you. You're going to give me a response, and we'll keep it moving forward.
Okay, so you're saying the laugh that happened wasn't necessarily directly at Liz. It was at the fact that some of the stuff that she had said was not believable to you because you had a different experience.
Yes.
Okay, one of those experiences, what you mentioned on the show, because when you mentioned stuff that's on the show, was the celibacy issue.
No, I didn't laugh at that. So,
No, you didn't laugh at it. You made mention that wasn't some of the conversations you guys were having, which I think is backed up by the show because we saw the art gallery, people were making jokes about the sexual picture, right? But I'm trying to get your perspective.
I went for a completely different picture. Jason's the one who picked that picture.
I know.
And let me be clear, Jason and I were in no way intimate.
Okay, y'all didn't kick it?
No, we did not kick it. I didn't kick it with anybody. No.
Thank you for clearing that up.
Because apparently I had sex with all of the men, and that's why they chose me. Yeah, no, did not happen. Y'all see, I barely was kissing on the show. So how'd I go from barely kissing to doing all that? It's beyond me. But no. So we were not intimate in any way. He would just make little jokes like, "Oh, you know, girl, I'm gonna get you pregnant," or you know, you saw the picture. So I was just like,
my guy.
That was not of someone who was celibate. But I'm not saying that was impossible. Matter of fact, at the end of filming, like in my final interview, I said that I wished him the best. And I said that in honor, like honestly, more respectful to Liz, I said, Liz has made it very clear what her lifestyle is. And so if Jason is choosing her, I'm hoping that he's ready for that and that he does not play with her because she's made it clear where she stood. So if you go, you know what I'm saying, for that, then respect that and be about the same thing. That was it.
Okay. But Jason didn't let us know that you know you guys were kissing. I'm not saying he did anything like that. I'm not talking about that. I'm just saying you said on the show you was kissing. You know the part that's the scene where all the men choose you. He goes, but me and Kyra have a connection. We've been kissing.
So he, you know when he said we were kissing when y'all saw us peck at the art gallery. I wouldn't consider the art gallery kissing.
Oh, okay.
Like AJ and them came back and they were like, "Oh yeah, I heard y'all was tugging each other down at the art gallery."
Oh. Okay.
Sorry, that was my mom calling.
Okay, that's cool. Oh, okay, sorry.
No,
hey, Mom.
AJ came back and was like, "Yeah, I heard y'all were kissing," and I was like, "I heard y'all were." He was like, "Yeah, y'all was tugging each other down at the art gallery." I said, tugging each other down. I said, "Just wait till you see it. Just wait till you see it." Did you see us tugging each other down at the art gallery, or did you see us give 2 pecks?
It was probably 2 pecks, but it was still
okay.
A little bit lip action though. Still.
Yeah, I mean, maybe some lip, but that was about it. Okay. That's not kissing to me. That's
I understand. So that's as far as you guys went. So kissing was slight exaggeration, or maybe his idea of kissing is like.
Maybe that's for him. Yeah.
Maybe that's
not my definition of kissing.